Nation, the same as Star 2020, Season 1 of the Colts franchise, realistic build, and we've got the Falcons. I think they have the second best record in the league. Yeah, we're in a logjam for first place with the Titans and Texans for the standings. So, yeah, we just got thumped by the Steelers 24-0. I mean, their team was built to beat us. I mean, their defensive linebackers solid, shut my run game down. I think I threw 4 picks, 3 legit. One of them was like a bomb at the end of the first half, but they just, yeah, took me out. So let's look at this head-to-head here. They got the number 2 offense and the number 3 D, so they are just solid. They are solid, so we'll see what we got going on here. Let me spend some of these franchise points here real quick. I think I can finish my talent tree here. Yeah. So this is good. So let's just look at all these benefits defensively we've got. Defensive injuries are +4. Play recognition for corners. Boost pursuit for corners. Catching for corners. Stamina for DBs. Tackling for safeties. And press coverage for corners. And then on this side, we got some defensive help. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm not going to be... Let's try to allow 24 or less points. Five rushing TDs. What the heck? I think we'll sack the QB. Let's try that. Alright, so setting up the game plan there. Excuse me. I think we're ready to go. Obviously, this is a must-win game for us because we are in a logjam for first place in our division. So, here we go. I'm just going to keep our regular uniforms, whatever they are. Even though my offense stinks, I still like to get the ball first. I don't know, there's something psychological if you can get up on the team early, as opposed to giving them the ball first. I know my defense is ranked number 1 in the league, and my offense is ranked 32nd, but yeah. I just have to continually remind myself I've got a rookie Q. He's got to play within himself and not go for that sluggo deep ball all the time.
Today,
Jones.
from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia.
Let's go.
It's week 16
We're all
of
fired.
the NFL on EA Sports.
I don't even know who the Falcons have, to be honest. Obviously, they're having a good season.
It's the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
Let's go.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
All right, we got an away game here.
Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
So they got a top 3 offense and a top 3 defense in the league. I think they have the second best record in the league, so here we go. I think Cleveland has the best record in the league right now.
And at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's
Desmond Ritter. Okay, Desmond. 4,000 yards passing.
Last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception.
All right,
let's
go,
must
guys.
increase that a little bit in terms of ratio.
Excuse
but
me.
first and foremost, they did win the game.
You know what? I'm going all in on this. I think they're going to run the football. So, setting up.
Here's Ritter now to throw on their first play. Open man is
he ran
Pitts, his
backwards.
tight end. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets
Wonder
it
if
to
he
the
got
30.
his
Numbers for
momentum,
Pitts
what
in
he
that
got.
game a week
What do you
ago.
call it?
8
Yeah,
catches,
Pitts number 8, I think, is a really
95
good
yards and a
player.
score.
When you turn in
So they didn't run it like I thought they
each and
would,
every
but
week,
that's
you
okay.
will rank in the top 10 in the league in receiving yards.
Let's
and
go.
he's number 7 currently, hoping to move up.
Let's
as
go,
time goes
Shaq.
on.
Get home, big fella.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. You look at this Colt defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes.
Ritter has it knocked down. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
First and 10, Taylor now. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. From the 20, here's 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. And this taken in by Downs. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Play action. Now Richardson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Richardson off the play fake. He'll buy some time right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10.
Ready. 53.
Back to throw, Ritter. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Ritter now. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So the assignment, a tough one here for this defense. You've got a quarterback ranked in the top 5 in passing yards. What do they need to do to try to keep him under wraps?
Well, they didn't sleep a whole lot getting ready for this one. I can guarantee you there's just so...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Van Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was all capped off by the Van Jefferson touchdown reception. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. As the Colts offense makes their way out, we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll run the jet sweep here with Pierce. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Again, it's Taylor. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Out to his left. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. A little careless with the football. He also had a fumble loss last week.
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Second down and 6 now. Ritter will set up to throw it. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
Tackle made by Grover Stewart.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On second down, Ritter.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. Returnable here from the 38.
A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards.
And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Now Richardson.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Short throw caught by Pitts.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. And complete to Drake London.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Ritter back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 yards there for number 15.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Zach Pascal from 8 yards out.
And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself, at this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And that's going to be incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
High throw, but he makes the catch. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back to the air with Richardson.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. So we are at halftime here. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. The slot man in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Ritter to throw it. His throw incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I'd be listening.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Shaquille Leonard in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Indy. And even 50 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here?
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there. His guys will get the football back.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in. Scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Moss. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And you know it pains them to be this close. And you know they're going to want to go for it here. But they absolutely have to kick the field goal and get this back to a 1-score game. It's only logical.
The Colts send out their new kicker for 2023, Matt Gay, for the field goal.
And that is no good. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. To return is McKenzie. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to...
And a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Ritter. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Ritter.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Ritter throwing on third down. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Indianapolis offense ready to go again. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly.
And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
From his own end zone, it's Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again from their own end zone.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Well, the Colts now, they're ready to get the football back. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Off play action, Richardson. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Richardson to throw off play action. Steps away to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. They go play action with Richardson. That complete to Downs. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him. And then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just...
That was a painful loss. A lot of picks, a lot of fumbles. I mean, I feel like I had too many fumbles. That's... I don't know. I'm going to check the slider on that. I don't know. Frustrating loss for us. Advance week here. Frustrating loss, that's for sure. So, of course, both of the Titans and Texans won. I got 2 games left here. Let's look at schedules for those other 2 teams. Titans and Texans. See who they got to play. Excuse me. Wow, the Titans won their last 3. All right, so they got a Texans head-to-head. That's good. And the Jags. So, let's see what the Texans got. Titans and us. So, all right. I'm going to go to sliders and see what our fumble game day slider is. Because I feel like we've been fumbling it too much. I mean, I understand those picks. I got a rookie quarterback who isn't as accurate. I'll eat those picks, but the fumbles seemed a bit obsessive. Ball security. Alright, so I just increased our ball security a little bit. I mean, I understand a fumble every once in a while, like quarterback scrambling, quarterback gets hit, this and that, whatever. Alright, let's see where they're at. They've got the number 1 offense. Oh, that's just great. 14th defense. We have the worst offense and the best defense, so great. We're facing the number 1 offense in the land. Not really what you want to see. They're fighting for playoff position too. So, I like the one thing where it shows, like, you know, the playoffs potential and then the in the hunt teams. I think that's going to be here with schedule. Well, it's not showing that, but yeah. I mean, we beat that number 6 Bengals team. We've beaten the Titans. So, yeah. Alright, hey, Mr. Our Nation, thank you for tuning in. Another disappointing L for us as we continue our Colts franchise Season 1 realistic build. Please like and subscribe at Hey Mr. 2020 on Twitch and YouTube. I am out.